Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Scott Pilgrim versus the World originally came out in 2010, and now it is celebrating its 10-year anniversary. The film was written and directed by Edgar Wright, and stars Micheal Cera in the lead role of Scott Pilgrim. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Here's a little refresher for those who may have forgotten. Scott Pilgrim is just your normal Canadian guy dating Knives Chow. He spends most of his time in this subpar rock band that he has with his friends when he's not spending all his other time with his girlfriend. Then comes Ramona Flowers, this American girl who skates right into Scott Pilgrim's heart. He falls head over heels in love with Ramona Flowers, and over time she starts to fall in love with him as well. But there is one caveat. In order for Scott to date Ramona Flowers, he has to defeat her 7 evil exes. And so throughout the film, we see Scott finding out who these exes are, but also figuring out a little bit more about Ramona and her past as he's being confronted by these evil exes. The film concludes with a final battle between Scott and the ex that created the League of Evil Exes. The movie had a pretty stacked cast, and so you're dealing with some actors before their big break and some were like in the middle of their big break. And so, for example, we have Micheal Cera, who was in Arrested Development, Superbad, and Juno, just to name a few. You have Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who was in Sky High and would later be in Fargo and Birds of Prey. Kieran Culkin, who would later be on Succession, who also had a small part in Fargo. Chris Evans, who later would become none other than Captain America. Anna Kendrick, who was in the Twilight series and later in the Pitch Perfect series. Allison Pohl, who would later be on American Horror Story Cult in the movie Vice. Brandon Routh, who played Superman. Brie Larson, who later would become an Oscar winner for her role in Room, as well as joining the Marvel family as Captain Marvel. Aubrey Plaza, who played April Ludgate in Parks and Recreation, and also Shadow King in the show Legion. And there are more than I have even named in the film, but I'm just going to stop there and keep it at that. But just to say, the cast was very stacked. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World does a great job of mixing like this quirky humor with these dope action scenes. I think it's really cool when you watch the movie because it looks like you're watching a comic book on your screen, which is really cool to see. Micheal Cera fits perfectly in the role, and the rest of the cast is also amazing as well. When it comes to comic book movies, I think we're just so used to like these big box office spectacles that sometimes we forget about some of these smaller movies like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, which I think is pretty amazing for a movie. When it came out originally, it was very unappreciated, but now it's definitely grown and it's like got this own little like cult following going on, which I love to see. If you're looking for a comedy film that has like some cool action scenes mixed in as well and a great storyline, I definitely recommend Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I love the movie. I'm sure you'll love it as well. So definitely you should give it a try. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe down below if you have not, so you can see more videos that are soon to come. But besides that, everyone, have fun, stay safe, and goodbye.